watch your mouth. You ain't ready for this call, you ain't ready for this call, nah.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hi Shaya gang. Should we call you guys Shaya gang? Hi Shaya gang. What's up Shayas? Me, I don't know. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about like my experience with GCSE, with failing maths, and with the whole education system. Like I just want to talk about, not talk about me, but talk about me. I just talk about my experience, just to let you guys know that like it's okay, that life happens and you, like, no matter the setbacks, no matter the failures, no matter the feeling of not accomplishing what you want to accomplish or not feeling good enough, no matter all of that, you will still get where you need to be in this world, and everything happens for a reason. I am going to start with the beginning. I might even add some pictures for you guys, but if you guys know me, I was obviously born in Nigeria, and I think I did I don't know if I did nursery in Nigeria, but let's just say I did, because I think I've seen pictures. Yeah, I did nursery in Nigeria, and then I was 4 years old, I moved to Ireland. Now in Ireland we did junior infants, senior infants, which is like nursery. I don't know how to explain it, guys. You guys can do the whole googling part. Actually, I'll try to explain it, but I don't know how to explain it. But I did junior infant, senior infant up until third year. I did my whole primary school in Ireland. That was okay, that was good. I'm not gonna lie, I really struggled with school when I was quite young. Like I especially specifically with my spelling. I had like, even till right now, I feel like sometimes I don't want to say I have dyslexia. I want to get like tested for dyslexia, but I don't want to say, I don't know. But I really in primary school struggled with my spelling, and I struggled with my maths. Like those are my two main subjects that I struggled with, and because I struggled with those two subjects in primary school, and those are the two main subjects that were really focused on, and people tell you that if you don't know maths or English, then you're dumb. So I lost confidence in myself, and I felt like, oh, I'm not smart, school isn't for me, I'm not an education person, you know. And because I had all my friends in primary school, like I didn't focus on friends, but I focused on just having fun and doing like creative. So that's why I became more into art. Like I'll even I love to draw. Like I love art. It's a way for me to express myself. I loved arts. Like even till now, I love art. And I hated maths and English because I thought I couldn't do it, because I thought I wasn't smart. And then fast forward into secondary school, when I went into first year, I lost all my friends because first of all, I went to a new school, and then second of all, I think I was going through puberty, and I was really going through a phase where I didn't feel like I had friends like that were like I just felt like I just lost my friends, because I went to a whole new school where everyone went to a school together kind of. And then when I went into secondary, I made friends. So I made friends, but the girls that I made friends with, if they're watching this, they'll know who. They were older than me, so I had older friends. So they were just all older than me, and I think that was really good because it taught me a lot of life lessons. Like I learned a lot from my friends that were older than me, especially being in year 7, first year is what we call it in Ireland. Being that young and then having friends that were in year 8, 9, 10, it really it made me wise up quite quickly. I just got, you know, and because I didn't have any friends, I kind of had to focus on school. And my main reason why I focused on school wasn't just because of the friend part, was also because I really wanted to please my mom. Because I had this thing where it was like, with me, and I just wanted to always please my mom, and it became a thing where I just wanted to be a good I wanted to be a good child. I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to be a nobody. And since I wasn't doing art, like I just didn't do art, because I just felt like I still wasn't good enough. Like it was a confidence thing. Even though I loved art, I felt like I wasn't good enough. And growing up in an African household, you have to be smart. Like you have to do the subjects that will get you money, like doctor, lawyer, blah, blah, blah. And as a kid, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. But whenever my parents asked me, I'll just say, I want to be a psychologist. I was lying. I wasn't lying, but I was lying. I was just saying what I know they wanted to hear. So I was lying to my parents, and I was kind of lying to myself. But besides that, I didn't do art in school because I thought I wasn't good enough. But then I was so lost in year 7, and this is me in year 7. By the way, guys, this is me. I put a lot of stress on myself. But then let's continue. So the subjects that I chose science, and I chose what subjects did I choose? I chose science, and then I chose geography, and I just did all the basic subjects. I did French, right? And this is when like my mindset started to change, because of like having older friends and knowing that your life is like life is really delicate, life is really short, seeing what my friends have gone through. I stopped doing this whole thing where I wanted to please my mom. I still love my mom, and I still want to do things to make her happy, but I wanted to live my life for me. Because as I was doing exams, as I was studying, I was realizing that my mom isn't the one doing these exams, my mom isn't the one studying, my mom, or like they're not the ones doing stressing in their head. They stress for me, I love them for that, but they're not stressing doing what I'm doing. So I have to do what makes me happy, but at the same time I had a balance. So anyways, when I started doing science, oh gosh, I loved the subject. Like, I loved science so much. Like, I was just so fascinated, and that gave me such a boost in terms of my education, because I was bad at maths and English, but then I was so good at science. I was so confused because it's like literally, it's physically literally English and maths, because there's so much big words, there's so much words in science, it's so wordy. But at the same time, with the physics element, which I still wasn't the best at, but it was still maths and English. And I was like, if I'm this good at science and I applied myself so well and I worked really hard with my science, then I'll be good at maths and English. And I'm not gonna lie, because my confidence went so high, I actually became really good at English, and I went into like the top set, and I got quite good grades for my English. My teachers, the one thing they always said to me was just my spelling. It's just something I still have to work on till today. But I did so well in English. I still struggled with maths, but I was doing so well with English and science. And because of that, it gave me such a confidence boost in terms of my other curriculums. Because I didn't do art, even though I wanted to. I wish I did till this day. But it gave me such a confidence boost. And so I did amazingly in school. Like, I did very well. I worked really hard. However, I was still struggling with maths. Fast forward, I had to do my junior cert. So guys, junior cert is basically GCSEs. In Ireland, I think we're just one step down. We're all the same age, but we're just a step down in terms of the year 7, year 8, first year, second year. We're just a step down. Anyways, I did my junior certificate and I passed everything. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did really well in science. I think I got a B in science. I did really well in science. I think I got a B in English, but I did okay in my subject. It wasn't the best because, like I said, I feel like as much as I did apply myself, primary school was actually quite important, and I feel like it really hindered my performance. Anyways, when I did get my results, I was actually already in England, because I moved in 2015, which was the year that I did my junior certificate. So I was in England when they had to post my results to me, and I was so scared because at the time we were living with one of my auntie, and she has like a daughter, my cousin, who I love very dearly, who was like extremely smart, extremely articulate, extremely, you know, and I was living with them, and I was too scared to open my results in front of everyone, because I didn't want everyone to be like, oh, like compare me, or like, I didn't want them to be disappointed. And sadly, when I saw my results, I was crying because I failed maths. So this is my Irish results, guys, and I failed maths. I got a D. I was in higher level everything except for maths, and I failed. And I literally thought like my world was ending. I thought applying for schools in England that I wasn't going to get into any school because I failed my maths and they're not going to take me, because my idea of England was everyone is really posh and the schools are all really nice, and you know, I was crying. And I'm so grateful to my mother, because she didn't actually yell at me. She was really understanding. She made me feel like really okay. She made me feel okay. She didn't put me down about it. She said that she made me feel like I wasn't scared anymore, like I wasn't sad. And I was shocked because in my head I thought, you know, African parent, I thought she was gonna like be disappointed, yell at me, be like, why didn't I study, da 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 da. And it was the complete opposite, which I was so grateful for. So thank you, Mom. Anyways, so we fast forward to I got into a school in England, which was like, what? Junior so into GCSEs. That's what they put me, basically that's what happened. Because I did my junior cert already, and the curriculum in Ireland is different to England, the school suggested, like I could have gone into year 11 with like everywhere else, but the school that I went to, they suggested that I do year 10 and then go to year 11. So I was kind of put back a year, which my mom like agreed with. She was like, okay, that's good, we'll do that. And I was like crying because I was so sad, because I was like, I felt like my life was over, because I felt like, I'm with younger people, which wasn't, they're just a year younger, but it's not even that deep. But I was like, I'm with younger people, and I was so sad because I felt like all my friends were like ahead of me. Like all my friends are going into college, or at the time doing in year 11 in their final year, where I have another year that I'm gonna have to do. That my friends are just ahead of me, and I have this obsession with always like doing well. Like I put a lot of pressure on myself, guys. Once again, if you do not know, I put pressure on myself. So yeah, so I went to year 11 and what happened? So I'm in year 10 and it wasn't even that bad, and I did GCSE PE. Obviously everyone had to do science. I did geography, and one more subject that I choose, I can't remember, right? But anyways, so I did those subjects. I didn't do art once again, but anyways, I did really well in science because I was a year behind. Everything that they were doing I kind of already done in Ireland, and so I picked up very quickly. Like I picked up everything very quickly, and because I was already working really hard from when I was in Ireland, I worked extra hard, and then I worked 20 times harder because I knew all my friends were in year 11 learning more, and I knew that I should be learning more. So whatever I was learning, this couldn't be enough. I knew that I had to bang it out. Like I need to be the best, I need to be good, I need to be smart, and like I need to pass. I can't fall behind. I didn't want to fall behind. So when my friends were all in year 11, I was back. If you know my friend, ask anyone. Liam, like literally during lunch sometimes I'll be studying. Literally sometimes they'll FaceTime me, what are you doing? Homework, studying, homework, studying. Like I was that kid, which I didn't mind because I still had a bit of fun, but I just knew that I shouldn't be, I wasn't supposed to be there. So because of that, I just worked hard, guys. And come the end of year 11, and I did amazing. I finished year 11 and I did amazing. I got a B in it. I think I got all B's. I think I got a C in, I got an A star in religious studies. I got B's in everything else. I think I got a C in geography. But the thing is, I got A star, D. So I feel like one of my papers got lost, but I kind of just left it. Everything else was sociology was the subject I done. I got a B in sociology. Everything else was B, 1 C, and an A star. However, guys, I failed maths again.
Nick, are you sick? Up with this stupid thing. Guys, I'm so scared. Watch it. Did you?
I failed maths again. Guys, I worked so hard. Like I feel like crying. I worked so hard, and I thought my mom would be so upset with me because it's like the first time, you know, it's a mistake, but you did it again. Like if she wasn't upset with me, I'll be upset with myself for her, because I was so mad that I failed again. Like I was so mad that I failed again. I was like, what the hell is this? I work so hard to fail. Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? Like I remember I was in my friend's house, Zainab's house. My mom was in Nigeria when I got my results. I was like, anyways, I saw my result I'm like, woo, 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 woo. I passed sociology. Do you know how hard sociology can get? Woo, 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 woo. And I was like, hold up. Wait, I failed maths? I failed maths again. Like, what am I going to do in college? Like, are they going to accept me? I was so mad at myself. Anyways, I called my mom up. She was in Nigeria. I was like, Mommy, I failed. Like, I said I failed. Like, I didn't pass maths. And she was like, really, Nika, what we good? And I love my mom so much. She didn't even yell at me. She didn't scream. She didn't say nothing. But she's just like, what are we gonna do? And I was like, I think I need a tutor. Like, I think I might have to get a tutor. And she was like, okay, Nika, if it's a tutor then we'll get a tutor, because like you need to pass. You can't, you need to pass before you go to uni. You need to pass. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I called my dad, and the same thing. He was so supportive. So like, okay, we'll get a tutor. Like, it's okay. Like, there's just some things people are weaker at or stronger at. Like, you did I did so well. It boggles my mind. I did so well in my exams, guys. So far I failed maths twice. Fast forward, and now we're in college. If you're Irish, guys, that is like basically fifth and sixth year. Come college, and I did ICT diploma, because to get back deep, I was gonna do history and biology and sociology. I was gonna do those 3 subjects, and I was gonna go into the health and social care sector. But luckily, I have really good family that it's a good course. But I talked to my family and like, is that what you really wanted to do? Because while this whole thing was happening, I still didn't know what I fully wanted to do with my life. Like, you know, when your parents give you all these options, you say yeah, but you have to know what you want to do with your life. Like, I still didn't know what to do with my life. I fully wanted to do with my life, and I was going into college. And this is kind of, it's not important, but it's quite important. And I just said to myself, Nika, you don't want to do health and social care. I knew I didn't want to do health and social care. I knew that it was for me. I knew for me specifically, that was my safe option. I knew that if I become a nurse or like anything, you'll always have a job. It's like, that's my safe option. But I know I didn't want to do it. So therefore, I done ICT diploma level 3. What? So I did ICT level 3 diploma. Like, that's what I actually genuinely wanted to do. I was like, okay, I want to do IT because you can. It's broad. I don't know what I want to do with my life, but it's a broad spectrum. Like, it's a very broad spectrum. So I was like, okay, let me do this course. And then on top of that, I was doing GCSE maths as well in college. So while my friends had like a really nice timetable where they came in at 10 o'clock and they left at 2 o'clock, or they came in at 9:30 and they left at 12, I was coming into college every day at 8:30 and leaving every day at 3:30. Because if I wasn't coming in at 8:30 for maths at 8:30, then I would have maths at 3:30. So I never had like a nice period where and I was kind of jealous. But anyways, I was doing GCSE maths and I was doing IT, and it was just so stressful doing the maths. Like, guys, it was so stressful, so stressful, and I think it really brought down my confidence. But in terms of my ICT, I love that course with my whole heart. Yeah. So when first year was finished, first year of college, I only did 2 years, right? When first year of college was finished, I passed my first year with a D star. So I got all D's in my course, which is basically an equivalent to like an A. Let's just say A, not A star, because I don't know, it would be an A star A, but let's just say A. So I literally got all A's, not even a merit. Like I'm just trying to express how hard I work. So I'm not even trying to be like, oh, I'm this smart, or I got. I'm trying to express how hard I really worked. Not even a merit. I got all D's, which is good. Not D as in fail, D as in distinction, which is good. However, I failed my maths. Are you deeping? I failed my maths. So I got my results. We didn't end up getting a tutor, because I think I did because my mom was like, obviously I had to do the research, and I'm a very big procrastinator. That's one of my problems. I procrastinate. Besides that, we didn't get a tutor, and I was like, okay, whatever. And I failed maths again for the 3rd time. Guys, this is me failing maths 1, 2, 3. First time in Ireland, second time in secondary school, 3rd time in college. I failed maths 3 times. And I was just so disappointed in myself, and I was just so angry at myself, and I was just so stressed at myself, and I was just so, I'm mad at myself. Do you know the thing is that because I failed so many times, I thought if I did it in November or even January, I would fail again. Like, I didn't have any faith or confidence in myself. So before even worrying about passing, I was thinking, what am I going to do in uni? Guys, I didn't even go into second year and I was thinking about uni, about how I'm going to do maths in uni. I was Googling, can you do GCSE maths in uni? I was like, because I thought I was going to fail again because I had no confidence, you know. But besides the maths, I was very happy with the course I'm doing. I was very happy with like where I was going in life, but at the moment I still didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. By the way, first year is when I started my YouTube channel as well, guys. Now we moved to second year college. What? And I did exceptionally well as well. I got, out of 9 modules, I think I got 2 merits this year, because this year was a bit harder, I'm not gonna lie. I got 2 merits and the rest distinctions. And guess what? I did my maths exams in November. I did my maths exams in November this year, and I passed. I passed. I actually passed maths. I don't think I cried. It was the best. Guys, guess what? And I got my results on my birthday, 17th of January 2019. I got my maths results. I turned 19, because we did the exams in November, but we don't get the results till January. Just like if you did the exams in like May, you don't get the results till like before you start the new academic year. So I had to wait till January to actually get my results, and I motherfucking passed. I passed by a good amount of marks, and I was so happy, like so happy. So happy. Like, my mom was so happy. Like, I felt such a weight lifted off my shoulder, and I was so happy because I knew that when I went to uni, it wasn't going to affect my university. So I'm studying advertising and marketing right now, and guys, I can't, and like, I've passed my maths and everything's good. In first year, I have not failed a single course. I actually got first class is the majority of my thinking were first class. Like, I actually did really well in my first year, and I did really well, and I'm doing really well, and I'm absolutely obsessed with my course. Like, I love my course. I'm learning so much. Like, I'm not bored. I'm learning so much, and I'm utilizing it with my outside of uni, like in terms of like my, if I was to have a business, which is, well, not if I was to, I have a business coming out, guys, and it's coming out soon, and I utilize what I learned with my business. I utilize what I learned with my YouTube. I feel like I don't utilize it enough because I could do a lot better, but I utilize what I know. I learn what I know from uni, and I bring it into my real life, and then on top of that, I'm getting a degree. So like, I'm just right now at this stage in my life, in terms of education wise, I'm really happy. So I went from so many stages. I went from primary school feeling literally inadequate, dumb, like losing all confidence, to going into secondary school in Ireland, secondary school 0.1, feeling the same, losing my confidence in terms of my personality, however gaining confidence in terms of my education, and beginning to know who I am, and beginning to form my personality, beginning to form myself, but beginning to form confidence in my education, and feeling like I'm good enough to go into secondary school in England 2.0, to exceeding. However, I still failing maths first time, second time, going into college, failing maths again a third time, exceeding in everything except maths, to being in university, having passed maths, having doing exceptionally well, and being able to like just functioning very well in uni. The actual purpose of this video is to say that you will end up where you need to be, and God has a plan. If God didn't put me a year back, even though I didn't want to go back, but if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be, for example, with my boyfriend right now. Like, I wouldn't have met him. I probably wouldn't have done IT, probably wouldn't have done as good as I had to do in my, I probably wouldn't have done well in my GCSEs. Like, a lot of things would have happened that wouldn't make up who I am right now. Like, it would have been really sad. Like, me failing probably would have made me, me failing maths made me work 10 times harder outside, like with maths still, but it made me work 10 times harder with my IT course or with my other subjects that I had to do, because I didn't, if I was gonna, I didn't want to fail. Like, I don't like failing, and failing maths made me not want to have that feeling ever. So like, everything happens for a reason. Things have to happen in order for your life to align. So you just have to not stress and just go with the flow. Literally saying that to myself because I stress all the motherfucking time. But guys, just don't stress with your GCSEs. Don't stress with A-levels. Don't stress with, you know, university. And don't stress doesn't mean don't work hard. Because working hard shouldn't be stressful. Working hard is working hard. Working hard is giving time for yourself to have fun, and giving time for yourself to do the work, do the assignments, do the studying. It shouldn't be stressful. But don't stress in terms of feeling inadequate, feeling like you won't make it, feeling like your life is over because you failed literally a subject. Like, that's not how life works, honestly. Just go with the flow, pray to God, and just be like, just try to live life and know that everything is happening for a reason. And if you feel like you've fallen in a specific area, pick yourself back up and work harder in another area, or in that area you fall in. And you might end up being the fucking owner of that area that you fell in before. Do you get me? Like, just work hard. I hope this video makes sense. I really tried hard to make it make sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'm so sorry. Just ask me whatever question you want in my comments and I'll respond. But yeah, so that was just my story about how I failed maths 3 times. Yeah, and I'm just so grateful to God that I'm where I am right now, and that all of that happened, because I don't know where I'd be if I wasn't in this place. But yeah, hope you guys like this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications so you know whenever I post a new video. Bye. Bye, Shaya squad. I don't know.